Monday morning, back at it. How you doing, guys? New YouTube video, new week, new loads, new problems, new solutions. So, what's going on? Hope you're well, hope you're good. So we have just loaded one of the other vans, one of the lads. Didn't get a chance to film, unfortunately, because we needed to get him loaded up real quick. So that was a couple of drops, multi-drops for one of our clients in Tewkesbury. So I collected the loads on the way home on Friday afternoon. So we're always trying to optimize our routes, trying to optimize where we are, what we're doing, reducing costs, reducing fuel, more economical, more environmentally friendly. So we, or shall I say, I picked a couple of the multi-drops off on Friday, brought them back here, we stored them here. He's now taken those, so I just loaded him from here. So he just pulled up, right up here, we opened this one up, loaded him up. I can put a picture up right now of what the load was. It was 2 flight cases going to one drop and then another flight case going to another. So he's off to Reading right now, RG41. It's going to take him about an hour and 50. It's about 85 miles or so. Drop that off. It's only a small drop on the first one. And then the next one is Luton, LU7. And he's dropping off 2 larger flight cases. So by 11 o'clock, he'll have done that. 150 miles. And then we're effectively going to be looking for something to bring him back this way. So from Luton around 11-12ish, he'll have done a really good morning, done some good miles. As long as the wheels are turning, we are earning, so that would have happened, and then I'll be looking for a job for him back. Me right now, I'm just going to have a little look and show you again. Did briefly show you. Pass certificate, going to hide that. Did pass. That is for the CPC. Now this week I'm going to be out driving, I'm going to be here, been a bit of everything. I was meant to be doing my reversing training in the HGV on this Friday. However, it's going to go into Saturday. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that in this part of this week's episode, and wait to the end for that, because I'm going to see if I can get, in fact, no, I'm going to get footage at the training place, and then I'm also going to be going out in the HGV. So this will be the first time I'm going out, the first time I'm reversing, everything with the HGV. And then on the Monday, I've got the self-assessment. I've got the assessment. So I have one of the assessors will assess me to see how well I learned on the Saturday for my assessment. And then it's going to be all of next week. It's just on the road in the HGV. On the Friday is my test. In the meantime, what I have done is I have applied for the operator license, or at least I've got to there's 15 sections. I've done 12 of them. So there's 3 of them, which I haven't done because I couldn't do there and then. However, I've applied for the 3 things we're missing is, one is the advert and then local newspaper. So I've put that through to the local newspaper. They're going to put that in, I think it's this week or next. I need to double check. And then what do we need? The one thing that we did need was the transport manager. So I'm working on that at the moment. So I'm sorting out the transport manager. Yes, so the other thing is the maintenance agreement. So you need to have a maintenance agreement with a local garage as regards to not just a normal garage, a HGV garage. So that I'm working on right now as well. So we're almost there. I did also apply for my taco card over the weekend. That's really easy to do. If you haven't done that or you need to, you literally just Google DVLA taco application. It's 32 quid, fill in a few forms, and then they send that out. So I filled that out on Saturday. So the taco's come in. The O license is almost there. I just need to get the advert that's put in the post, transport manager, and the maintenance agreement, which I'm working on now. Once that's done, I can apply for it. You don't actually need to have got your Class 1 license to do that, and I didn't know that. Okay, so if you're someone that's looking to actually do what we're doing, going from either a courier business, or if you're just looking to set up a haulage business, you don't actually need your Class 1 license to apply for an operator's license. I did not know that. So I've started the whole application, and I'm going to process it as soon as I've got those 3 bits there. And that will be before I do my test. So within the next 2 weeks, I'll do that. And then once we've got the O license, once I've passed, once I've got my taco card, it's a case of getting the truck. So we're really close. What did I start this? 8 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago, showing you this process. And in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be essentially live to legally operate as a haulage business. And then it's a case of finding the right truck. Now I have been looking, but it's about finding the right the right one, especially for the first one. So again, I'm going to show you more of that. So once we've got these other bits tied up and once I actually can go out to market and look for it, I'm going to show you that as well. So stay tuned. We've got a really busy week. If you haven't already, like, comment and subscribe and check this out. Welcome back, guys. So first one of the day, it's just loaded. Okay, so we've got this bad boy. It is going to Hereford. So corners, always on the corners, something that I'm massive on. All of our guys have them. You've got to have the corners. So we're over in GL17 right now, which is the Forest of Dean, Long Hope, and we're going from GL17 to HR3. Now, what I've done, had some contacts. Oh, 1 minute, sorry. Where are we? Sorry, got a contact, shall I say? Yeah, we've got a contact in Hereford, so I reached out to them. So we're dropping this in HR3, and then I'm going straight over to HR4 because that is where we have a contact. I'm going to pick one up from HR4, and we're going to take that over to SY1. So that's kind of more like Shrewsbury way. So yeah, with straps straight in there. This is a great strap. Love this one. It's rated to like a ton, maybe even this one might even be a ton and a half because it's a bit thicker, but usually we're about a ton. So we get that on there. Mark that on there. And we get this straight on. Only needs one strap. It's got some weight on it, to be fair. I'm not entirely sure. Just sit on there somewhere. It's probably 400 or 500 kilos at least, I would say. So strap straight through there like that. No, not damaging the box, obviously. I'm going to tighten that up. That's about stuff if you want to get it. Now with this, you can be super pedantic, which I will be on this one, and we'll roll it up. So we'll roll him like this, just makes it neat. I mean, if we had like a low loader or like a drop, so I'm going to drop that in there. So that's got a click. See, this is an old strap, an old ratchet as well, see? So actually it might not work because it's super old and it needs oiling. And what you can do, drop some of the weight a minute. Yeah, so just go in. Now, there we go. Now we can go. It does need a bit of an oil in this one, to be fair. And then you can tuck that under here like that. So that's neat. It's neat enough anyway. So that's strapped in. Oh, and then check that side, and then that's all good to go. So ready to roll. Jobs are good. Straight to delivery site. Back to it. Question is, guys, where has today gone? I wanted to get so much filming done. I was like, cool, got lots going on today. I had like pre-booked loads. I was like, it's awesome, I've got so much to show you. And today has just gone, right? I'm gonna show you some of the loads that I've had today. So here they are on the screen right now. The first one was from GL17 over to Hereford, HR3. That was really simple, really easy. That came straight off. And then I went from there over to HR4. So I dropped off, it was a part of a MAN gearbox, engine, dropped the engine off. Then I had to go straight over to HR4, and I was like just around the time limit. So I had to shoot straight over there, got there, and it was from a really big, it's a Portuguese food place. I'm not gonna say who they are, but you know who I mean. If you know, you know. Are you gonna, what's the next bit? That's the saying. Okay, so went over there and loaded up again. Here's some more pictures of that there. It was a total full van load. Like, I was told it'd be a quick in and out. It was not. It was long, very long. So straight over to there, loaded that. That actually took an hour and 50 minutes, and I could not film any of it because it was in out, load, up, down. So got that loaded, and then once that was all finally in, because it was just a lot of back and forth, I only had a 50-mile drive to SY1, which is Shrewsbury. 50 miles, guess how long it took me, guys? Guess how long 50 miles would normally take you? If you're doing 60 miles in an hour, that would take you around 50 minutes, okay? So let's say an hour. It took me 2 hours because all the roads around Herefordshire, Shrewsbury, all the way up there are just slow. So you got Birmingham there, And as you go sort of west of Birmingham, all that bit up there, Telford way, it is so slow. So it just took me forever, and got there, offloading took 20 minutes, but I just couldn't film, guys. It was in a big place. They don't want to sort of be showing us to who they are, so it's absolutely fine, totally understandable. So that's that, and that literally has been about 5-6 hours, has just gone. It's currently 3:33. I haven't got anything back. There's no backload today. It's not too bad. It's probably 75 miles home, but it is what it is. We had some bids on there. I spoke to a few of our contacts, but some days, guys, it is what it is. I don't really mind it now and again. Don't want to do it every day, but we did some good money this morning, so that's fine. My other driver who was out today, he did really, really well. Did his runs RG41, LU7. He's now probably almost back now. Tomorrow morning, I have got to drop my son off at nursery, which is nice. I haven't got to. I get to. I always remind myself, you don't have to do things. You don't got to do things. You get to do things. I've got to drop something off to a local client of mine, and then I'm heading over to Swindon to do the run that we do for a company, plastics company over there. And then I've got another driver in Gloucester. He's picking up at 6 AM, big kitchen factory. They're going to Bristol. So lots planned in. Gonna get more footage tomorrow, don't you worry about that. There'll be more footage coming. There's more and more footage. Having the camera and the angles and the head and the chest and all that stuff, and then the rear definitely helps. But yeah, do you know what? It's been a good day. We've turned over, the wheels have turned, we have earned. Stay tuned, we have got more and more to come. I'm gonna cruise back now, try and get this to like what we're on right now. 99 mile per gallon. Try and keep this about 30-40 mile per gallon if I can. Cruise it back, I'm empty, take it steady. See you on the next bit. Tuesday morning, we're back at it. It is freezing, it's like 0 degrees. We're back at it again, and today got to go and drop a massive load off. So this is the ginormous, so it's probably the biggest load we've ever had. We're probably pushing weight, to be honest with you, but we're just underweight. So just got strapped up to take me a little while, in fairness. But she's ready. Want to see it? There she is. Ta-da! Guess what? It's bike day at nursery today. So bike day means we're going to take my boy's bike in. I'm just going to drop this trailer off as well. So I thought, do you know what? 2 birds, 1 stone. Take his bike, take the trailer. This one's getting dropped off. We are going to be selling this one very soon. I did mention that in another video. So a bit of prep on that. Big load, incoming. There she is. She's strapped down secure. Bike week. So today I'm going to go drop this off, and then I've got to get back, jump into this van, because I'm going over to Swindon for 10 o'clock, which normally we do only early mornings down there, but this runs a bit later, so that's fine. So 10 o'clock, and it's going to be drops in Gloucester and GL54, which is Winchcombe way. So good day, looking forward to it. It's fresh, can get some more layers on. 6:30 in the morning, and it's going to be a beautiful day. So give you some more POV action as always, and we'll get to it. We're getting closer and closer to this Saturday, is what I'm really looking forward to, because that is the HGV reversing and the first time on the road on the HGV. So very excited for that. Keep tuned for that, because I'm going to show you footage of that. But for now, big load incoming. Guys, thought I'd show you this because it's quite random. It's not random for me, but it probably seems random for you. So I've just been to Lidl to get my lunch. When I'm out and about, I like to keep the cost down, because it's very easy to start getting crazy costs on food. However, even Lidl's expensive now. I've just got effectively lunch, most of the food for the day. And guess how much it is? Comment below how much I think I paid for this. But this is what I eat in a day. I am keto, bearing in mind, so I am going to be eating some stuff that's not usual to most. So goat's cheese, because I can't eat normal cow's cheese. Hummus, guacamole, biltong, beef. And this is a 70% dark chocolate. I can eat that as keto, because that, if you look, I don't know if you can see this, 100 grams has 31 carbs. Well, I can eat 50 grams carbs a day. So if I eat a whole thing of that, I've still got room for more, but I won't eat all of that. So that's my lunch for the day. Generally, that's not fantastic, but generally what I'm looking for is meat, high fats, cheese, hummus, guacamole. So that's set for the day. Guess how much that was? If you can guess it right, what should I do? Should I do a giveaway? I've not done that yet, actually. I've not done any giveaways. If you can guess it right to the pound, I'll do a giveaway. I'll give you something. suggest what you want and I'll see if I can do it. But right now we are loaded, so we're in Swindon, fully loaded. So I say fully loaded, we're not fully loaded actually. We are, oh sugar, got the door, almost escaped me. But yeah, we have got load on, and it's going to be dropping to Bristol. We've got Bristol drops and we've got Gloucester drops. So I'm going to the furthest point now, BS24 Western-super-Mare, about an hour away, 60 miles. Then on the way back, I'm like BS11, BS20, that's to me now. BS11, BS20, BS48, and then some GL drops, and then that'll take me near the yard, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna get these done. I had to strap it in this way, really, because we've got another load down there, and you can see that. So I couldn't actually use the usual loads is what I would normally do. So we've had to strap it crisscross. Not what I'd normally like to do, however, it works and it's safe and it's not going to move. That's the main thing. So I'm going to push on and I'll show you some more in a minute. Guys, it is currently Wednesday morning and I left at 5:40 this morning to go to Swindon to see a client, our regular, and I went up there, loaded, and it was a ton load, so nice, and I'll show you a picture of that right now so you can see that load, and it was straight over to Salisbury. Now SP5, it was only 60 miles, it took me 2 hours and 15 minutes because this part of the world, as you get around like Bath, Warminster and down to Salisbury, it is so slow. It is slow, but I'll tell you what, it's beautiful. And I wanted to show you this because I literally just dropped off, couldn't film on site, just dropped off now, and I tell you what, I had to stop and I was like, this is what it's about. Like, it's all good driving around, rushing around in life, doing all your things, but actually sometimes you've got to take a minute to enjoy it. So I wanted to just show you this. Check this out. You know, it's all good in life, rushing around, not speeding, but you know, moving around, going on, pushing on with things. But actually, sometimes you just need to take a minute and just think, like, that's stunning. And I think when you get older and you get kids, you start to appreciate the small things more and more and more. I certainly appreciate it, especially when you've been through some hard times in life, whatever that is. I'm not going to go into that. You know yourself, I know myself. When you've been through some stuff, you understand and you see things differently, and it's nice to stand up, take a breath of fresh air. It's nice to be out here, to be transacting, to be doing business, to be growing the business, and you know, just sometimes you've got to take a minute. So I just pulled up and I thought, why not? It's just beautiful. Summer's almost here. It's my favourite time. Love it. Early light mornings, light evenings. I can't wait. But sometimes, yeah, as much as it's very fast-paced life, as we all are, it's nice just to take a little minute. So I was listening to Ty Lopez yesterday, and some people hate him, some people love him. You know, you do what you want to do. But he actually said something which was really interesting to me, and he said that people that you meet will bestow things upon you. And I was like, what's he on about bestow? It's such an old way of saying it. But he was like, people bestow things upon you, okay? When someone bestows something upon you, when you get feedback, when it's constructive, or even if it's not constructive, when you're getting feedback, you need to stop and pause and take that in and digest it, okay? So I had to think about what he was saying, and it made a lot of sense to me. And he was like, you might hear something and someone will bestow something upon you, but most people just don't listen, they don't hear it, they don't see it. When you become more aware, you're seeing things all the time. I'm definitely more aware than I used to be, and I'm very conscious. And this is one of them times where you'll be bestowed something. I've been bestowed things upon me. Bit weird old English one, isn't it? But maybe this is like this time I can bestow something on you where it's like the appreciation of right now, being in the moment, being present. Because things are changing all the time, and one thing I'm thinking about right now is what I'm doing on the side from the growing this business into a haulage business, into, you know, having the lorries and logistically, and growing it into something much bigger than long-term me. And what I'm thinking is, people have bestowed things upon me. Maybe this is a bestowment to you, where I can say to you, if you want to do something and you've wanted to do it, get up and go get it, because I'm currently in uncharted territory. I'm doing something that I've never done before, I don't know about, and there's only so many people that would know about it. And maybe now's your time. If you're thinking of doing something, if you're wanting to do something, maybe now this is your time to do it. Maybe this is me bestowing to you, it's time to get up, it's time to go out, it's time to get it. It's action, 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 whatever it is that you want to achieve. Maybe you've got a goal or a dream that's bigger than you, and you think it's too big, so you haven't started working on it. Work on it. Now's your time, right now, right here. Today is the time, because you haven't got any other time but now. Thursday morning, we are back to it. It's currently 6:51 in the AM. I've been here since about 6:15. Currently just uploading last week's YouTube video. Finished it off late last night, so voice is a bit croaky, so it was a bit of a late one last night, but we got it done. And do you know what? Like, I'm very particular on when things need to get done, the timings, the speed, the urgency. But you know, you've also got to think that in life, and especially in what I do and maybe what you do, or maybe what you want to get into, the business always has to come first. So whenever there's work, you've always got to make sure that is done first, and everything else then just falls in line. Because if you don't do that, then everything becomes a mess, everything's a nightmare. So it's just critical, get that done. Had a great day yesterday, showed you some of the views of where I was at. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful in Salisbury. It's so nice. It's so nice as well, 20th of March right now. It's so nice that we're effectively in spring, and we're 9-10 days away from it getting early light in the evening. I cannot wait. Comment if you're the same as me, if you like to have it where it's just bright all the time. It's nice. Hopefully the sun will be out, get a bit of a tan, feeling good, and just life is so much better with a bit of sun. So I've enjoyed the late nights, I've enjoyed the dark nights. In fairness, this year more than ever, I've very much so enjoyed that. However, the light is where it is. So today, I am in a unit right now. I'm just finishing some bits off. I have got some payments to make, and I've got some things to chase from last night. Last night, oh my goodness, I had a big problem. A big problem. I had a job for one of my clients, and it was one of our guys, one of our service partners. It's from Bristol BS31 to SW10 in London, so Southwest 10. Now, it was meant to be ready at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so which would leave them 3 hours to get over to London, so I'd be there for about 5. That's fine. Wasn't ready till about 4:30, 5, which is fine, because the driver that I spoke to wanted like a backload, so that's okay. He got to the delivery point, collected at about just before 5, delivery point about 7:45 last night. All was all good. Spoke to him, yeah, I'm en route, everything's cool, I can see him on the tracker, and it comes 9 o'clock, I'm like, he's been on site for like an hour and 15, that's not right. It was only a really small unit. So I ring him up, I said, hey bud, you okay? Oh mate, I've had a nightmare. I'm like, what do you mean you've had a nightmare? Oh well, there was meant to be someone to help us offload. Yeah, there was meant to be someone on site to offload, because it was a 2-man lift, but there's no point in us booking two men in a van, because there was somebody already on site. So it keeps the cost down for the client, and there's no point to have the 2 men. So gets there, client's not there. There's an elderly lady there, and her daughter, who's quite young, like 20, and they all tried to lift it, and they dropped it, and it just went. So we've now got damaged goods. It doesn't happen. Like in the past, let's say in the past 12 months, how many times has it happened? This is the first time in the past year. I look at it in a year-on-year basis. It does happen in life, and it does happen in this game. However, it's so frustrating that it's just smashed. And there's not a lot I can do about that. The only thing is, we've all got insurances, so that's fine. So insurance will cover it. We're fortunate though. It was like a vanity unit with a sink in a bathroom, and it was the sink that fell out. So that the wood's absolutely fine. That's cool. It just needs another sink, which is really frustrating because it was a bespoke vanity unit. So I'll sort that today. First, that's the first thing I'm going to do. As soon as it's sort of in hours that are reasonable, next half an hour, I'll be onto that straight away. We'll get that sorted. That doesn't really happen for us. However, it has happened, so we do need to sort it. So that's my first protocol after I've done this. Get that sorted straight away. look, it is what it is. These things do happen. It's extremely rare. When it does happen, we fix it, we sort it, we resolve it. So I'm gonna crack on. I haven't got much else going on today, if I'm completely honest. Got one driver off, another driver not in, and oh yeah, actually I have got more than I think on. I do this quite a lot. I'm like, oh yeah, we haven't got much on because we've only got a few bits, but I've got a run later this evening to collect at 5 o'clock. That is further up north, not far from Stafford. So I'm going to work on here today, and I probably will go out, do some local bits, and then I'll be back for like 3 o'clock to get to Stoke Way for 5 o'clock. Bring that back tonight, drop that off first thing in the morning. Friday tomorrow, I've got 2 drivers in. I'm going to be on the road tomorrow. And Saturday, the day I've been waiting for, HGV, reversing. First time I'll be driving HGV, and we'll be doing coupling, uncoupling, reversing. Can't wait. I'm going to try and record as much of that as I can. And then next week's episode is solely going to be about practical. So the whole week I'm doing training in the HGV. I'm going to document the whole bit. So all I'm going to talk about is nothing but HGV, and we are then going to go on that Friday to do the test. And I'm going to give you every little in and out, everything I'm doing, how I'm doing it, what they're teaching me. I'm going to show you how to do it, so I can give you all that information as well. Excited very, very much. Back at it again with the white vans. You would have seen that from the last video. Here's that clip.
Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white vans. Thirsty, man. Damn, Daniel.
So today's Friday. This week's been mad. It's been crazy as always, which is good. I've just been and done an early run. It wasn't even a run. Went to Malvern, which is not far from us. Went and helped a guy out in a, can't really say, big telecom place. Literally, it was just to help him unload. And good job. Paid really well. So I literally was there for like 10-15 minutes. So that was cool. Back now. I have got to go, and my day has just changed. Firstly, I've got one of my drivers in Swindon this morning with our usual client, doing loads of Exeter. So he's busy for the day. Bristol's and Exeter, and then I need to get him something back. I'm going to go get my trailer now, get one of the 4x4s. I'm going to go pick up the blue Range Rover, which I talked about, which is at a garage in Gloucester. They cannot fix it. They've got the alternator. They just don't have the right tools to get the alternator off. Apparently, it's a nightmare. If you're someone that's had Range Rovers and you know about that, comment below. Apparently, it's a horrendous job. Funny enough, I always say everything you need is in front of you, right? I always say that. Everything you need is right in front of you. You're just not looking at it, okay? Now, there's a place near me, a 4x4 place specialist. I've heard about them. I did not know they are literally 3 minutes away on a farm somewhere from where I live, and they can do the job. They've got all the tools, they've got all the gear, they do it all the time. Like, why did I not take it to them? I didn't know they were there. So as I always say, it's not always the best product, the best service, it's the best known. If you can be the best product and the best known, you win all day long. You win all day long. So I'm going to go do that now, go pick up the Range Rover from Gloucester, take it over to the place, and get that sorted. But seriously, guys, like the amount of time I'm wasting on these cars, I ain't doing it no more. I'm sold most of the fleet now regarding 4x4s. I've got 2 left. I had 7 at one point. In fact, no, I've got 3 because I've got another car somewhere else. Getting rid of all of them. And what am I going to get? Is it a 4x4? A new one? Am I going to lease a new one? Am I going to lease a Tesla? Not really a big Tesla man. With all these 15-minute cities coming in and all this nonsense which is going to happen. They'll be able to turn your cars off when they want. Don't like that. However, it's very cheap at the minute, and I want to buy lorries. So what do? I want to have as little hassle, as little wasted time, back, forth. All these little time, guys, it's... People always think that, you know, work, money's the king. No, money's not the king. This is how I see it now. I used to see it differently. You are the master, the money is the worker. So you don't work for money, you make your money work for you. And time versus money, time is more valuable than money because you can get money back, you can't get time back. So I see my time as very, very precious, and you should see yours as precious too. So wasting time like this, to me, is not worth it. It's a waste of time. So make it valuable, make your time valuable, and just don't waste your time. So yeah, I'm going to go get all that sorted out today. Fortunately, I've got a lot of things happening. We've got a busy week next week. Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the first day in a HGV, officially. 2 hours reversing, 2 hours on the road. I'm going to film as much of that as I can, so stay tuned, because that's what you've been waiting for in this video, me in a HGV. And then next week is the full week intense course, and then it's the test on the Friday. Am I going to pass it? Am I going to do it? You're going to have to wait and find out, guys. Right, we're here. So, she's here, the old Range Rover. She's been good, alternator's gone, I've got the alternator. Now I need to just whip it off the trailer, and they are going to sort it out. So, new alternator, and then it's actually sold to a buddy of mine. So get the alternator on. It's got a little bit of work to be done there. He's got a contact for that, so he's going to sort that. So get this off, get the alternator on, and off we go. It's been a great truck, but it's... So I'm currently trying to sort out a transport manager for the operator license, and also a place where I can get my 6 weekly inspections. So I'm just trying to find... Don't know what I can show you on here actually. I need to get a safety inspector. A safety inspector sounds pretty big. I think I can show you some of this. So effectively applying for a new license. Hopefully you can see that. So the type of license, which is like it's called domestic, which is the UK. All of this is all good. Address as directors, blah 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 blah. Operating, yeah. So transport managers is what I'm sorting right now. I need to get someone confirmed. Safety and compliance is going to be a safety inspector. So they're the 2 things that I need, and then reviewing declarations. So they're what I'm sorting out right now. I'm hoping that tomorrow I can sort potentially both of them out, because the place where I'm going to do my training tomorrow is actually, they have a massive truck stop, and they have a big truck company, humongous, called William Gilders. So I think they do all of that. So I'm going to speak to them tomorrow about that, because the only other thing I need to do is the advert in the newspaper, which that's sorted. So those 2 things, if I can get those 2 sorted, tick that box, put the application in. Got my tachograph, my tacho card the other day, so that's cool. We're getting there, guys. It's step by step by step, bit by bit by bit. So we're almost there. We're almost there. Just need to get the final bits finished. In other news, the Range Rover Vogue is dropped off. They're saying that should be done mid next week. So as soon as that's done, I can bring it back, and I can get that to the person that's purchased it, because they really, really want that. So that's not going to take long. It's 4 o'clock right now. I'm sorting out next week, because I'm going to be doing the HGV stuff for all the mornings, every morning. They're going to test it in the last day. So I need to prep all the drivers, make sure everyone's good. I've got somebody else that will be operating instead of me. Because you have to remember, we specialise in same day, which means the operations is crazy. It is constant on the phones, WhatsApp, emails, sorting loads out, sorting drivers out. One driver might get to one location, he needs something to go back or something to carry on, and another driver might be loading, they've got problems, or not even they've got problems, that they just need to get it off. The specification's different, where it might be that we're doing a 1-man job, and we get there and actually, it needs 2-man, or they've changed it, or there's just so much that needs changing. So I need someone that can run that for the mornings tomorrow. He's doing that for me, that's cool. So really, all that's left is to get you some footage tomorrow. So first out in the HGV, and I'm gonna see if I'll see if they'll let me film me like uncoupling and stuff. They might not. If I can like film coupling, uncoupling, some of the reversing, that'd be amazing. But we'll go for it. We'll give it a good blast. So hang tight, and I'll see you then. And we're back. So it is Saturday morning right now, and we're over at MT Training, which is over there. You can see that. There's MT Training. And today is the first day of lorry training, Arctic. So class 1 lorry training, and very excited. Been looking forward to this all week. I never want to wish time away, right? But I have been really looking forward to it all week. And I've got today, half a day. We're jumping in about, it's 7:30 right now, so we're jumping in like 20 minutes. Coupling, uncoupling, reversing, BLACK, which is obviously the brakes, legs, air, clip, kingpin, and then we do it backwards as well. So coupling the trailer on, taking it off, and then we're actually going out on the road. So I'm very much so looking forward to it. I'm going to see if I can get some footage. Now I can't promise it, but I am going to see what we can do. I'm going to ask that question, because if we can just get some footage, even if it's some B-roll or whatever, you can see what I'm up to, what I'm doing, because that's what I really want to show you, is this first day of actually jumping in the lorry, taking it out, reversing it, utilising it, learning about it. And I mean, I've spent a lot of time on YouTube, spent a lot of time speaking with buddies, but until you actually get to the, you know, the actual official training place, you don't know. So yeah, so literally I'm gonna now get ready, go over there and see what footage we can take, even if we just get something. It's quiet today, there's no one else really here. I mean, if you see here, there's literally a load of cars and stuff, but a lot of these guys are where, like, they park, if you're driving a lorry over there, they'll park here and they'll go in their lorries, because there's another haulage firm here, William Gilder, quite a big one. So yeah, there's just nobody around, there's nobody here. So let's get to it. Start of a big journey, and then not tomorrow, which is Sunday, then the whole of this week is going to just be training. It's going to be out, it's going to be learning, and then Friday, big test. Looking forward to it. Right, here we are, MT training. We are good to go. One of the rigids and 2 of the Arctics. So I've just spoken to one of the gentlemen here. He said, yeah, it's absolutely fine to film. He doesn't want to be on camera, so that's fine. So he can be off. Everyone's got their right or their choice. If you want to be on, you can, and if you don't, you don't. So just spoke to my trainer now. What we're going to be doing is we're going out in this lorry right here. So he's going to give me a demo now. So this, I'll show you right now. So, whoop, here we are. So we're going to go out in this one, which is MT. It's MT training where I'm at right now, and we're going to go out in this one. So this is the DAF, and I'm going to show you now. It's a new one. It's a brand new one. So it's a DAF XD. Okay. So we're going to be going out in that one, and this is the other one that they've got. They've got DAF CF. So we're going to be going out in this this morning. I've got back here. Look, DAF. And it is the XD, so I'm going to show you inside of that. We're going to be taking that for a demo drive in a minute. It's going to warm it up, we're going to do our checks, we're going to take it out. And this is the 6x2, so it's only the twin axle, so it's not got the tag, it's not got the other axle. So we're going to be taking this out in a minute. He's going to do the demo, we're going to do all the checks and everything first. He's going to take me out in the demo, then it's straight on to reversing. So that's going to be exciting. So again, stay tuned and I'll show you everything that I can. And this is just coming live and direct, so I don't know what I can show you, but I'm going to show you everything that I can. Right guys, just done the first demo of the tour. We've been out. There she is. So we're stepping into her now. 3 points of contact, so I'll put you up there for a minute. And we're in. So this is the DAF, the XG. What an absolute beauty this is. It's literally got digital dash, digital everything. Inside's lovely. The bed, it's literally, it's brand new. It is beautiful. So I'm going to get used to it now, and we're going to go do a bit of reverse. Right, so that is the first half a day done. Out on the wagon. There she is. So I've just been out on that one, and do you know what? To say, like, I've driven cars, 4x4s, trailers, things like that. Going out in a wagon like this is just an articulated lorry. It's just another. It's so different. Everything is slowed down. Like, if I can describe it to you, it's like you've just slowed time down, right? So you're constantly looking, you're constantly checking, you're slowing down, you're watching what's said. Yes, okay, you're looking at that when you're driving a car. But you're pulling, I mean, that had a load on it of, I don't even know what was on it, I think he said 8-9 ton, which an Arctic can carry a lot more than that. So we're carrying 8-9 ton in an Arctic with the trailer, with the actual tractor unit. What that weight is, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, totally different. And I actually think, I was talking to the trainer there, and he said to me, he said, you know what, every single car driver should have to do that. Every single car driver should sit in with a lorry and watch how they drive, because it is totally different. And I totally agree with him, you know, even if you're someone that's not even interested in doing it, I think you should. Because when you see lorries on the road, you know, people pull out, they move fast, they get going. It changes everything for a lorry, because you've got to do so much work. When someone pulls out and someone tries to edge in and all this sort of stuff, it's making you do more work as a lorry driver. And as a lorry driver, you've got to make sure other people are safe. So like, we had one going through Cheltenham, and I had to straddle a lane to get past, because there was cars parked on the left. I had to straddle slightly, and as I went in to straddle, it indicated I'd stopped, my handbrake was on, I checked around, and before I was moving off, a lady came right up. All the cars behind her had seen me, and they'd started moving across. She hadn't. I think she must have recently passed a test. She's probably mid-40s, maybe 50s, and I don't think she'd been driving long, because she just panicked. So she saw the lorry, just stopped, but as she stopped, she pulled into my lane, so I couldn't move, and she's like going, come on. She was panicking, stressing. I'm like, the trainer was like, no, you physically can't move, you can't do anything, because if you followed, she's telling you to come, you don't have the room. If you go through that, you're going to put her in danger and everybody else in danger, so you can't do that. So you just sit tight. You've just got to let her correct it. She's the one that's pulled over when she shouldn't have. You've got to leave her to it. It's plenty of room. Let her correct it. When she's corrected it, all the other cars are seeing you, then I could then take the gap wide and round and straight through. So it's learning things like that, you know. And even up near where I have one of our houses that we rent out, there's a bit there, and I know it so well, where you've got to in the truck, you've got to go into the chevrons to bring it round. And I didn't go quite into the chevrons enough. I didn't actually clip the curb, but I was like millimeters away from it, and then I had to correct it and bring it out. And that was when we first drove on the road. Now I've picked up so much. I'm so confident with it. We've just done 2.5 hours on the coupling, uncoupling, the reversing, all the checks, going through the BLACK, the black bit where, you know, brakes, legs, air, clip, kingpin, going through all of that, coupling, uncoupling. And then we've just done 1 hour and 20 of me driving on the road. Bearing in mind, I've never driven on the road in Arctic. I've done my theory, I'm with the trainer. I've just done 1 hour and 20 driving on the road, and I feel so confident in it now that I understand it. Everything's slowed down. You take your time. You have to like give everybody room. You have to give everybody space. You have to put them first. Like, you just have to do that. You can't just be reckless in a lorry in the slightest. You have to be so aware of everything. You're constantly driving. I don't know if anyone's ever had it when you're driving a car and you're driving and you might have 10-15 minutes. You go, whoa, like 10-15 minutes has just gone by. It's just like flown by. And you're like, wow, where did that time go? Like, you know. That doesn't happen in a lorry, because you're constantly looking. Your brain is so active. But it's been a massive eye-opener for me. I'm really buzzing for this week. I'm buzzing to give you guys more content, to show you more. And the advice I've got from the trainer so far today, and half a day, has just blown my mind. So yeah, massive, absolutely major. And what I'm going to do, that's going to be the next video. So we're going to wrap this week up here. It's Saturday now. Next video, so the next week's video, stay tuned, look out for that, watch out for it, because that is going to be me doing a full week training. I've got my 3A test on Tuesday, so what the coupling, uncoupling. So I've got that test on Tuesday. Once that's done, it's just all week of training, and then on the Friday is my practical. So like, comment and subscribe. Stay tuned, keep watching. It's been a great week already, but just having this now at the end of this episode, end of this week, has just given me so much confidence and excitement to go into next week. And if you're looking to get into HGVs, you've never driven them before, it's just such an eye-opener. And I'm going to show you as much as I physically can, because I don't think many people have shown this process. In fact, I don't know anyone that's shown this process. So I'm going to show the entire process. Keep tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.